Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to talk about what makes a bonsai really special, and it has to do with something called gravitas. Okay, so I need you to pause this video right now. Go over to your favorite social media platform, look up a hashtag for bonsai, look through some of these amazing photos, and I need you to tell me which one of these photos jumps out at you. Which one of these feels like it has more presence, more character, more soul, if you will? Because there are a lot of great bonsai in here, but some of them just pop more than others. There's something more to them, and that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about presence. We're going to be talking about gravitas. So, growing up in the suburbs, I had plenty of trees around. You probably have plenty of trees around. They're very common. They're everywhere. But when you see a tree that has been shaped by the wind and water and time into something that has a real unique appearance, you can't help but stop and stare. There's just something so amazing about it. Something that commands respect and demands attention. And that's what we want our bonsai to do. Our goal as bonsai growers is to try to create a living sculpture that has that kind of presence, that kind of dignity, that kind of gravitas. So, in Latin, gravitas means weight or seriousness, but in bonsai, it means much more than that. It refers to the power of the tree to evoke a sense of awe and wonder in the viewer. A great bonsai should project a sense of weight and dignity, suggesting age and the solemn beauty of nature. This is sometimes referred to as the fourth dimension. We bonsai growers, we love to talk about the three dimensions of bonsai: height, width, and depth. But the fourth dimension is all about presence. It's about how the tree affects us emotionally. A tree with gravitas has presence. It seems to have a life force that draws us in and compels us to take notice. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind. First off, not every bonsai is meant to have gravitas. Sometimes we want our trees to be small and delicate or quirky and fun, and that's okay. But today we're talking specifically about those trees that really command attention. Okay, so let's go back to the photos again. Now, once you've found the photos that you think have gravitas, I want you to pause this video again and think about why you think those photos have more gravitas than others. What is it about those trees that make them stand out? Is it the shape of the tree? Is it the color of the bark? Is it the way the branches are arranged? Is it the pot? Well, the first thing that you may have noticed is the shape of the tree. In general, trees with gravitas tend to have a strong, well-defined trunk with a clear taper. The branches are often thick and robust, and they emerge from the trunk at low, wide angles. These characteristics give the tree a sense of stability and permanence that inspires awe and respect. A tree with a weak, thin trunk or spindly branches will appear top-heavy and unstable, and it will lack the gravitas that we're looking for. Another important factor is the bark of the tree. The bark should be thick and deeply furrowed, giving the impression of age and weathering. Smooth, young-looking bark can detract from the overall effect of a bonsai. The color of the bark is also important. The most common bonsai species, such as Chinese elm and Japanese maple, have bark that ranges from dark brown to black. These colors give the tree a sense of age and dignity. Lighter colored bark, such as that found on birch or pine, can be striking, but they may not convey the same sense of gravitas. However, a tree with silver or reddish bark can add a nice contrast and really make the tree pop. The arrangement of the branches is also important. As I mentioned before, branches should emerge from the trunk at low, wide angles to give the tree a sense of stability. Vining branches that spiral upwards can also add to the overall effect of gravitas. Needle or pinwheel branches can also be effective, but they should be used sparingly, as too many of them can make the tree look stiff and artificial. Finally, the pot can play a significant role in creating the illusion of gravitas. A tall wall pot can give the tree a sense of being rooted in place, while a low, wide pot can accentuate the tree's girth and stability. Glazed pots in earth tones such as brown, gray, or black can help to achieve the desired effect. But colorful glazed pots can sometimes be distracting. Unglazed pots made from natural materials like wood or bamboo can also work well. But the choice of pot is ultimately a matter of personal preference. So now I want you to go out and find yourself a tree with gravitas. Go to your local nursery or check online. If you don't have access to a nursery, look around your own yard. You might be surprised at what you can find. Once you've got your tree, plant it in a pot that complements its shape and color. Prune and shape the branches to create a strong, stable structure, and then just let the tree grow. Be patient and let the tree develop its own unique character and beauty. Over time, you'll create a bonsai that will evoke a sense of awe and wonder in anyone who sees it. There are several bonsai in my garden that I consider to have gravitas, but one of my favorites is my old Chinese elm. It's not the biggest or the oldest tree, but something about its twisted branches and gnarled trunk just draws me in every time I see it. It's a tree that was collected from the wild many years ago, and it has a real presence. It's a tree that you can't help but stop and stare at. And that's what I love about bonsai. It's the ability to connect with nature in such a profound way. When you look at a great bonsai, you feel a sense of wonder and humility. You realize that you're in the presence of something truly special. So get out there and find your own tree with gravitas. Grow it, shape it, love it, and let it teach you the lessons of patience and perseverance. And then when people ask you the secret of bonsai, tell them it's all about presence, the fourth dimension, the gravitas. That's what makes bonsai so special. It's not just a miniature tree in a pot. It is a living sculpture that captures the essence of nature and evokes a sense of awe and wonder in anyone who sees it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. It really helps me out. And as always, I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you next time.